It is Tuesday morning. Richard Smith here with 60 Seconds to Success. And I wanted to talk to you about one little thing that may make a difference in your mindset, in your thought process, that you probably haven't thought about. Most people don't think about this. But do you realize with inflation and with the cost of everything, right, going up, interest rates going up, everything around you is going up, it's getting harder and harder to afford things for some people. We have a lower class, poor people, as they call them. I don't want to call them lower class. That sounds terrible, tacky. But poor people, if you want to look at it that way, people that are below a certain income bracket, right? I mean, that's what they consider poor. It's not my terminology. It is just facts, okay? Then there is the middle class, people in the middle, right? And then there is the rich. And above that, you become elite. And those are the really wealthy, okay? But let's lump the wealthy and the rich together to make it easy. So you got three categories. You got the rich, the middle class, and the poor. And what people don't realize, what people are blind to, is they are slowly getting rid of the middle class. This has been talked about. People are ignoring it. They're not hearing it, or maybe they're not plugged into the right channels. But they're getting rid of the middle class. They're making it more expensive to live. And if you're in the middle class, guess what? You can't afford it. You're going to eventually kind of be in the poor section. Hate to say it, but if you can't afford something, you could be classified as poor, and then you've got the rich. So now you've got just two categories. Trump and Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book many years ago. In fact, the beginning of the book, this is before Trump was ever in office. And it was very fascinating because they both said in the book they're not politicians, which was very interesting that later on, fast forward, Trump becomes, president. But they're both not politicians. And, Robert Kiyosaki, millionaire, and then you got Donald Trump, trillionaire. Billionaire. I can't edit that. So millionaire and a billionaire. Robert Kiyosaki in the book was nervous about talking to Trump because of his status quo. He was a millionaire and felt like he was below Trump. Trump was pretty cool about it. When they finally did talk, he's like, "What are you talking about, Robert? You're just like me." And Robert's like, "No, you're a billionaire. You're way up here. I'm just a little millionaire." Doesn't that sound crazy among wealthy people, rich people? Billionaire, millionaire, how much of a difference it is. But yet Trump said, "Hey, you're just like me. We're both rich," right? So think about it for a minute. They became good friends, and they both talked about this, that they're going to weed out the middle class. They talked about it then. And they kind of referred back to, kingdoms, where you have a king and a queen that ruled the kingdoms. Those were the wealthy or the rich people. Then you had the peasants, which were not royalty, and lived amongst them and did all the hard work, all the hard labor. So that's what they were saying is going to happen. Not that there's going to be kings and queens and peasants, but there's going to be two classes, rich and poor. And people have not realized that that is really what we're going towards. And the middle class, it's going to be a struggle. So you've got to decide. You want more for your family, so it's easier. It's not a bad thing to have money. It makes things easier. And you're either going to have it or you're not. So you got to kind of decide. Are you going to break out of the matrix? Are you going to better yourself, better your family, and make it more appealing and happy? You'll be more happy. Money doesn't make you happy, but the money can help you be better and have a better life rather than struggles, okay? Living paycheck to paycheck, clocking in and out. So what I'm saying, guys, is just decide what class you want to be in. And then if you are plugged into I call it the rat race, you're on the hamster wheel and you're only making so much money, get a side hustle. Pick up something else that's going to bring in income. And the best kind of income is while you're sleeping. Income that's producing while you're sleeping. You know, a lot of these people talk about multiple streams of income. Just get a couple, one or two extra while you're working. That will help. And start saving and start investing. That is what is going to make your life better. Investments are better than saving. You know, multiplying that money. Compound interest. Don't know what it is? We'll talk about it. Look it up. Read about it. That's what you want your money compounding. That is one of the best things, best places to put your money is in something that will compound. So that's it. Rich and poor. That's what it's coming to. Decide what side of the fence you're going to be on and make it happen. And remember, if you try, you're attempting, but that also leaves it open for excuses. Well, I tried, right? Just do it. Make it happen. At least do your best. If you're doing your best, you're not trying. You're actually doing your best. Just be honest with yourself. Woo! I hope this message hits home and helps you make good choices. Have a great day.